It's the Prez, it's puck time, and I am pumped. I got Alex Badass Smith with us today and Carmine Bianco. And Carmine, you are looking fine, dude. Groomed eyebrows, buffed head, shaved face. I don't understand what the hell this thing is. A coffee, wearing your Uvo jacket. What the hell is this thing?
It's called the love patch, man. It keeps the women happy. In this case, my wife, but whatever. Anyways.
I don't even know. It just looks like a piece of dirt.
Listen, whatever, man. I'm feeling good. I'm about to go on another, I believe, epic NHL run. Should have swept last night if Luongo could actually stop a puck in the shootout. It was a late meltdown by Florida, but still a 2-1 night, profitable night. Didn't look good in the Washington game. I had Washington minus a goal and a half, having dinner. The first two updates that popped up on my phone were Ottawa goals. I'm like, oh, geez, I'm going down in freaking flames. But
stealing my thunder. I went 2-1 last night. I'm on an 8-3 hockey run, and I, too, had Washington minus 1.5. And I was playing hockey at the time, and I had my phone on the bench. I saw 2-0 score, and that got me a penalty, dude, hooking.
Wow. That's the trickle-down effect, I guess, huh?
Yeah, but I tell you, I almost scored last night, guys. It was epic.
Wait, on which team? Which team? Your own?
I was alone in front of the net. The goalie was over there. The net was wide open. There was a sign that said, just hit the puck. I wristed the puck. The goalie came flying across the ice, and with the paddle of his stick, knocked my goal out of the net. No goal, and we lost 7-5. The over and under was 11.5 in my game last night, so I did cash that. So that was good. So, Badass, what's going on with you? 1-1 last night. I bet you're drinking that crappy Coke again.
Yeah, I got a nice warm Coca-Cola actually with me, and had an easy winner with the LA Kings playing absolutely no defense last night against Carolina. Carolina wins that one easily, and then end up losing Winnipeg minus a goal and a half, up 2-1. I'm just waiting for the empty net to arrive. Next thing you know, before you blink an eye, it's 3-2 Minnesota. Now they got a 4-game winning streak going on, so see what happens with that. But short card today, but a good set of games, so I'm ready to talk about them.
We're getting right into it, guys, really quick. Promo for the day, same as all week. NHL $35. 1 week of hockey plays. And if I were you, I would buy mine. Because I'm on an 8-3 run. I've won 6 of my last 7 cards. And I don't look like either of these two guys.
I guess that's an interesting sales pitch.
That's my pitch, dude. I don't look like them. Buy me now. But wait, there's more. I will even grow whatever the hell this thing is.
Listen, I really think you are a Leaf fan. We all know it. I really think you should since we live in close proximity, you should take me to more Leaf games. We went to watch the Toronto-Washington game. That's my 11th Leaf game in the last 2 years I've gone to, and the Leafs have lost 10 of the 11 games.
Yeah, I'm never taking you to another game again.
I think it's fantastic. It's just great. Maybe Saturday night where they play the Sabres.
Yeah, you and I are not going to a Leaf game again. We also went to a Blue Jay game in the playoffs. They lost 2-0. Me and you have been to about 50 poker tournaments together. We've left every one of them early. I actually think that the only thing me and you are going to do from now on, Carm, is eat.
I'm good at that.
Yes.
As you guys can tell by the pictures I post on Twitter or Facebook and what have you. All right, hey, listen, how about we talk some hockey?
I after you shave that thing, dude, you go and shave that thing. Alex and I, it's not even like it's skew. Like it's like.
Yeah, it is a bit weird. Like I have that and I just shave it off all the time. It always comes back quick right in that spot, but I don't keep it around.
We're talking to a guy who works out and has a man bun. Like I don't get that. You're not Gareth Bale. All right?
I'd like to be Gareth Bale.
Needs to see that
God,
stuff.
if I was Gareth Bale, I'd be like, Gareth, I'm getting Puntang Bale.
And that beard that that shave, please. If I was there, I would probably drop a couple quarters into that coffee cup of yours because you look like a homeless guy.
I feel like a homeless guy.
All right.
Okay, are we done?
Yeah, let's talk some hockey.
Okay, boys. Every game on the board, 5 of them tonight. Let's go through it right now. Edmonton Oilers on the road playing my Toronto Maple Leafs. I sound like Alan Shine from Mad Dog Sports. Every damn team is my, but they are my Toronto Maple Leafs. Edmonton just lost to Nashville 3-2, but they did get a point. They've gotten a point in their last 3 games. Hitch came out yesterday and said, well, the Oilers are still in it. I don't know what it is, but the Oilers are not it. Toronto, they beat Buffalo, they beat Montreal, but man, they're just starting games poorly. The over and under is 6.5 here. The money line is -270. Look, I really wanted to play the over today. I wanted to release the over today, but I didn't want that half. I actually set the line at 6 -120. I just think that number is too high for an Edmonton game. They've only gone over that total twice in their last 7 games. I lean on the under here, boys. Carm, will go to you first.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Hitchcock is smoking either. Listen, this team, they're 8 points out of a playoff spot. They've got to leapfrog some teams. They've lost 12 of their past 15. This isn't a team that's trending upwards and has a shot to make the playoffs. I'm sorry. They're not going to go on a late season run. I know they get McDavid back after a 2-game suspension, but
ridiculous 2-game suspension.
Yeah, this isn't really a spot where they can win. Listen, Leafs -235. Here's the thing about the NHL right now. From this here on till the end of the season, is it's going to be inflated lines on playoff bound teams. Leafs are -235. Teams that should be typically 160, 170 are now going to be 240, 250. It's just the way it is. We're going to start seeing -300s. I think we saw some
Tampa
last
Bay.
week. It's
just
the way it is. It's the new NHL right now. So, Lawrence, I know you like a 6, but 6.5s are the new 6. It's just the way it is. Just the way 6s are the 5.5s. You have to start. I know you like a 6 because, at 3-2, you're looking at the empty net goal. 6.5s, people say, oh, well, at 3-3, I can just turn the TV off as well, too. I don't need to watch it anymore. It's a league where they're scoring goals right now. It's tough to take 235. Leafs are -1.5, +110. You either take the Leafs puck line or you just you skip the game altogether.
Well, I don't mind Leafs in regulation either, but it's still too much juice. Alex, 30 seconds or less. What do you like in this game?
Yeah, the only team that could beat the Maple Leafs in this game tonight would be the Maple Leafs themselves. If they don't show up to play, that's the only way Edmonton really has a chance. Even with McDavid coming back, and like I said, it was a ridiculous 2-game suspension. Maybe he gets some rest, but he's their main cog. Obviously, he's gonna have to do everything like he's done all year. So I would pass this game, but the only way if you had to play it would be Leafs, like I said, out of the regulation or the puck line.
He's Alex P. Smith, Carmine Bianco with us. I'm the Prez. Alex is at sportsmemo.com. Carmine and myself at WagerTalk. 7 days of all our plays. $35. Use the promo code NHL35. Alex, Calgary is on a back-to-back. We spoke about this yesterday. This is also their 4th game in a week, but they're winning, and they're winning to the under. 3-1 last night against the New York Islanders, 2-1 against Ottawa, 2-1 against Anaheim. Mike Smith has improved over the last 3 weeks. New Jersey with a hard-fought victory against Montreal. We've got a situation here where we have another 6.5, and New Jersey at home is +170. You know, I told you I liked New Jersey on Monday when they played the Habs, and I like New Jersey again here as the dog. I think they're super live.
I do think they're live as well. And you're looking at overall, like I said, this Calgary team, the reason why they are playing such good hockey right now is not only because they're getting the scoring, they've been doing that all year, but I mentioned it yesterday, and I mentioned that free play that I had with Calgary beating the Islanders, is they're getting good goaltending now. If Rittich and Smith can stay healthy and keep playing the way they are, this is the Calgary team that everyone should be worried about in the West. Everything's going to ride on that goaltending. But with that being said, the second night of a back-to-back, you got New Jersey starting Mackenzie Blackwood. He's called up now. Now he is the backup goalie with Keith Kincaid out and Corey Schneider, the de facto number one. Although as bad as he's played, you could really say the number one spot's up for grabs. So this is a tryout in a way for Blackwood to see if he could possibly be the starter the rest of the year and maybe looked at as a guy that they can hold on to in the future with next season. So I think it's going to be a big game for Blackwood. I think the Devils could pull an upset at home tonight.
Carm, 30 seconds or less. Any thoughts on this game?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe Mike Smith proves me wrong. I think Calgary at the trade deadline should have improved their goaltending. I think they could have got Bobrovsky.
I was available
from Columbus. Columbus made moves where I know we're talking about Calgary, where Columbus is literally all in right now with all the UFAs that they have on this team. But listen, Calgary after losing 4 have won 6 straight. Other than a misstep tonight, they probably head back home off a successful road trip, a short one with 3 wins and a 7-point lead over the Sharks. But here's the thing about some of these NHL teams, and I'll make this quick, is the ones that aren't going to make the playoffs, they're bringing in their youth. These kids don't understand that the team is not in the playoffs. They're there to prove they belong next season. So some of these teams will surprise you. Some of these teams are spoilers. New Jersey has sort of zigzagged over the last 10 days. So if you believe in the zag, tonight could be a New Jersey win.
Carm, I want you to shave your eyebrows.
No. Let's move on.
New York Rangers hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay just can't stop winning. They've lost 11 games in regulation on the season. They've won 9 games in a row, but the last 2 have been tough. They went to a shootout against the Kings and Buffalo, so maybe they're having a little bit of a hiccup. But hey, you gotta love a slump that still results in wins. They're playing the Rangers, who are perfectly zigzagging, boys. Literally their last 10 games, win-loss, 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 win-loss.
11.
Thank you for correcting me. They lost in overtime to Washington. Look, the zag ends here. I'm not going to be betting against Tampa Bay no matter what. Tampa Bay is minus 218. The over and under is 6.5. I have no opinion in this game. Carm, really quick, and then we'll jump over to Alex.
Yeah, listen, 9 straight wins, 5 straight wins on the road. Here's the thing is, as good as a team is, when you've got that top spot locked up, and they pretty much got it locked up overall because you've got the Flames that are about 12-13. So the President's Trophy is pretty much Tampa Bay's to lose, and they won't, is that you can have these sort of off nights. Now, whether you think it's an off night against the Rangers tonight, I'm not big on that, but I'm not laying 219 even with the Lightning right now, just because of the fact that you just never know when a team will hiccup, and this could be a spot where they do it. I think this total should have been at 7. We've seen some 7s the last couple of weeks, usually in Blackhawk games, but I would lean on the over here.
Carm's on the over as a lean. Which way, left or right? Oh, right. I'm so funny today. Alex Smith, what are your thoughts on this game?
Only way I would look here would be either play the regulation line with Tampa Bay or look at the first period over. You're going to be laying around the same price, minus $1.55. Tampa Bay has won 15-3 their last 18 against division opponents. Like I said, they've won 5 of the last 6 against the Rangers, 9 straight. I just don't see them slowing down here tonight. Like I said, Tampa Bay in regulation.
Some of the joys in my life, gentlemen: bothering my mother, annoying the shit out of Teddy, and bugging the crap out of Bianco.
Yeah, you do it very well. Alex, let me tell you, there's nothing worse than during NFL season, unless I turn my phone off, I get literally about 30 text messages within the first 15 minutes of a football game. He's complaining about his NFL card. I'm like, dude, it's like only the second drive of the game. That is going to cost my over. That missed field goal is going to kill me.
The moral of this story, customers, listeners, viewers, the moral of the story is no one cares more than the Prez.
Right.
Shave those eyebrows, Carm. I want to see you completely clean shaven head to toe. We'll call you Carmine Alopecia Bianco.
It's too long. The Twitter handle. It won't fit on the back of my jersey.
Alex, right. Colorado hosting the Canucks. Colorado minus 160, 170. They're at home. They're playing the Canucks. I lost with Colorado 2 nights ago when they lost in overtime against Florida. I won with the Canucks under the total against Anaheim. The Canucks have lost 3 of their last 4. Colorado is rolling. They've lost 4 of their last 5. They've won 4 of their last 5. The bottom line for me is I'm passing on this card tonight. There will be no play for the Prez tonight. But if I did play a game, it would be Colorado in regulation. I think they've got the Canucks in a real good spot here. What are your thoughts?
Well, I have a play on the total that's up at sportsmemo.com, but looking at the side, it's kind of an interesting game because you have a Colorado team that clearly is more into the playoff race than Vancouver, despite there's only a short distance of points between the two. So you have 4 in a row, except 4 of the last 5 for Colorado. Colorado should have won that game against Florida the other night. The goaltending just fell apart. And like I mentioned, they're 1-12 when games go past regulation. So those 12 points that they miss out on, that might be the reason why they end up being on the outside in the postseason. But Vancouver has won 7 of the last 10 meetings with this. I could see where, Carmine, you mentioned it earlier, where Vancouver's a young team. They're just kind of to get their rhythm, see what they're doing down the road. I can see where Vancouver might pull the upset here as a live dog.
He's Alex B. Smith. The other guy is Carmine Alopecia Bianco.
I have a homeless Prez.
That be me. Oh, by the way, listeners, my actual first name is Lawrence. Hate that name. I asked my parents why the hell they gave me that name. They said it's a real strong name. I'm like, this happened. This is not a joke. This was like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, a strong name? L is like one of the weakest consonants, period. W is such a weak consonant that it would like drip weakness. R stinks. The damn name ends on a downward slope. I'm like, Mom, Dad, you want a strong name? Jack, Zach, K's and Z's. I mean, the fuck were my parents thinking? Anyway,
I don't like my name either. My full name's Alexander. That's why I just cut it short and go Alex.
I actually talked to your mom, and she says that the day that she gave birth to you, that the night before they had been watching Lawrence of Arabia, and so
blah blah blah. I don't want to listen to your shit. Lawrence. Blackhawks versus the Ducks. Anaheim, what a miserable freaking hockey team. They've lost 3 games in a row. This team can barely score. Chicago's lost 2 in a row, but man, they've put a nice run together in the last month, and they're back in it, although it's going to be hard for them. I don't know what to do here. I mean, you got a Chicago team that plays to the over almost every single game. They've gone over at least 10 games in a row. Anaheim hasn't gone over since 1983. This is a flat-out pass for me. Carm, real quick.
Here's the thing is, when have you seen in the last 2 months a Chicago total that is at 6? You just don't. There's 6.5s. But this has more to do, obviously, with Anaheim. They come off a road trip, a 4-game road trip, where they scored a total of, I think it's 6 goals. And in the last 3 games, they scored 2 goals. Literally a goal per game, and then they were shut out in 3 losses. they just don't score much. They have an anemic offense, and for me, it's either Chicago laying the 127 or I absolutely hate to say it, but the under 6 here. Chicago could easily win this like 4-0, 4-1. So it's kind of hard saying take the Chicago under when literally all their games have 7, 8 plus goals. It's
nuts. I mean, they played against Ottawa and put up a 15. Alex, what do you think?
I would be looking at the Hawks team total over 3.5. I can find it plus 120, plus 115. Like I said, if there's going to be goals to be scored, it's going to be from the Hawks. It's definitely not going to be from Anaheim tonight. As far as goaltending goes, we're going to see either Ward or Delia in this game, and then Corey Crawford should be back this weekend in one of the 2 games, either at LA or at San Jose. It's a 3-game 5-day road trip for the Chicago. So I would look at the Hawks. I'm seeing the price come down. I see a 116 at one shop. So I would look at Hawks winning this game. I think they should win this one at least 4-0. Like I said, it could be 5-1. Might be right on that total. So Hawks team total over 3.5. I like that play a little more than anything else.
He's Alex. The other guy's Carm. I'm the Prez. That, my friend, is puck time. I've got meetings all day today. I have to run. I got to tape Morning Joe. Make sure to watch it. Dave Koken is with us. And tomorrow, Alex, myself, and Dave Koken talk hockey. Boys, you're awesome. Carm, go shave those eyebrows, and we will speak to you all again soon.